G'day, welcome back to Brooksy's Car Restorations. We've put out a video in a while, still waiting for stuff on the Forester. Anyways, so while we wait, I've got a day or two up my sleeve. I'm going to try and smash out the old Rocky. That's what I do with the bigger projects, well, between stuff and whatnot. So yeah, we'll see what we get done in the next couple of days and go from there. So just to start with, I'm going to I never finished fully cleaning the car. So what I'm going to do is I've got this seat just semi-bolted in so I can drive it around where I need to. So firstly, I'm going to get in under the hood and finish cleaning that out. I hadn't finished cleaning that out, and I'm going to rip this seat out and get stuck in. Well, I'll clean up the roof first and fix the rust in the roof, and then I'll clean out all the bottom section and then start doing the rust in the floors. So come along for the ride. And yeah, so firstly, I've hit this with some degrees and let it sit overnight. So I'll give it another quick spray before we hit it with the pressure washer. But yeah, years of oil and dirt and crap all over the engine, plus lots of pine needles that need to get sucked up. So we'll give it the vacuum first and then give it a good once over with the pressure washer. Let's get this old girl a bit cleaner. I apologise if you're looking for a sexy pressure washing scene. It's not what we do on this channel. I wonder if I can get these guys a bit closer. 1 second. Not really, sorry. Let's do this. Let's have a look and see how much better she looks now. Holy chrome rocket covers, Batman. You could do with a lot better of a detail, but for now, it looks a million times better. It's hard to see with all the glare, but remember the down in there was lots of pine needles and stuff. Alright, my plan is to tackle all the roof, which is pretty much this side and this and the other side, driver's side. The holes above the door there, tackle that. Work my way down, and then once the got crap all over the floors, I'll clean out the floors and start on the floors. So yeah, we'll see if you can see that. But up in here, all that rust. We'll start running that down. But before I tackle that too far, I need to take out that handle thing there. I have to remember to put, if I need to replace that bit of metal, remember to put some holes in it for the handle. But anyways, let's take out the screws. Hopefully. It's pretty crunchy under there. I'll put you in a better spot maybe. Screw holes aren't actually too bad. So it'll be interesting to see. Don't know how well you can see all that rust. A bit easier to see now maybe. Yeah, that whole along that whole edge there's all bubbling. Anyways, yeah. Let's cut it out, shall we? Oops, my glasses are fogged up. Better. Nasty. That's really nasty. Just uncovered quite a nasty hole just there. Don't know how well you can see it, but it makes this one look about the same size. And there's a bit more to come out. So I'm gonna have to remove this trim bit and maybe just cut that whole section off and weld in a new bit, I think. But yeah, we'll see how bad it is. I was hoping to get away with a patch or two, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case. bring the trim up a little bit, get a bit better look. This part here is quite solid, above it's not, so at least I don't have to make this part potentially. If I can just cut this top bit out and leave that bit, it's one less thing I've got to try and fabricate. I may still get away with a couple of, I'll need at least one big chunk here with a little bend in it, and another one here, and a couple of little ones here and here, or just cut that whole section out and do one long piece. Might be the way to go. I'll start cutting it in a bit and see how it looks, but the metal bit underneath is really solid. So yeah, there's not really any rust in that little bit there. It's just in the top bit. Like you can see the little lip what holds the rubber bit on. It's pretty clean. So I might get away with not having to remake that with any luck. I'll have a look on the outside and see what it looks like. Yeah. Tiny bit of surface rust on the outside, but it's fixable. It's not a hole. It's just a little bit of surface rust. Anyways, be right back. Alrighty. So we've cut all that whole section out now. As I bugger it, just gonna throw a whole new section in there. So I'm gonna get in there and give that a good vacuum out because it's full of rust, and clean up those little jagged bits. Then we'll make up a template and cut it out and weld a new bit in. Yeah, fun and games, fun and games. All right, we just suctioned all that stuff off, and now going to give it a good clean up with a wire brush, and then spray some stuff on it to protect it and stop it from potentially rusting further. So yeah, try and do this one-handed. May need a second vacuum out, some spray and stuff as well. But there's a lot of rust forming inside here too, and it needs to be protected potentially. Oh, got my thing stuck. Anyways, be right back. Right, we cleaned it up, and we've hit it with some rust inhibitor and some what do you call it? Base. Not base, what's that stuff called? Primer, filler. Yeah, primer, filler, whatever. To hopefully stop any rust coming back through. At least slow it down a bit. Gonna go and have some lunch. Let that dry a bit, and then we'll come back and we'll cut out a template and weld it in. And then we'll move on to the rest of the car. Potentially. There's old Beatty. was hoping to get a distributor for her today, but it didn't come in the mail. So it looks like we're not driving her this weekend. This kind of sucks, but old cars, what can you do? I live in an area where I can't just get instantly parts, unfortunately, especially for older stuff. My Subarus and my Territories and stuff, or the newer cars, for example, not so hard to get stuff for, but old junkers like this, you got to order online or whatever, and it could take a couple of days, it could take a couple of weeks, could take a couple of months. It's annoying AF. I think I'm getting sunburnt. It was a freezing cold morning too. Wasn't expecting the sun to be so burny, but it is what it is. Anyways, gonna have some lunch and get back to it after lunch. G'day, welcome back. We're taking a slight break from the Rocky. Two reasons. So I'm gonna get a hand, hopefully put a roof basket on the Territory, if we can get one cheap enough. I've put out a few feelers, hoping to get one today, hopefully. And I've got a brand new Dizzy to go on my old girl there, so I can start driving her again, because she's been a bit miserable. So yeah, need to get a video out this week sometime, so may end up just being a vlog style video. I didn't get much further on the Rocky, unfortunately, but we may or may not finish with that. We'll just see how we go. So I've got a bit of a day ahead of us between that and that. The main reason I need to put a roof cage on this is because I need to utilize all 7 seats. Say good morning.
Morning.
I need to utilize all 7 seats, and I can't with the spare wheel because it's got an LPG tank under the back where it used to keep the spare wheel. So yeah, gonna have to toss it up on the roof for the time being. Anyways, we'll get into it. Need Dizzy on. Just giving it a somewhat tune by ear, but she's running again. Reckon we want to use a light, or you think it feels pretty good?
Oh, you can get it right with the light. When it gets on load, it might start breaking down.
Tighten it up and I'll take it for a spin around the block. Check out the old girl. Just went for a cruise to get some lunch. So far so good, no dramas. Having a feed. Going for a cruise. Got some big ass steak burger, some fried chicken. Beautiful day for it. Just saying, Dad, the only thing we're missing is a couple of fishing rods.
Oh yeah, that's about right.
I'm zoomed in too far. What did you get?
I got a
chicken burger?
Fillet chicken burger. Let's see what it's like. Yep,
Nice.
that'll be alright.
So yeah, we'll head back shortly and get back into it. But yeah, Beatty's been good so far. So just a bit of a recap for the end of this video, because I need to put out a video. So I'm going to make this a vlog. Beatty is running awesome for now. With a bit of fine tuning on the distributor. Don't know if that'll stay good, but for now she's running really, really well. I'm looking forward to spending some time with her. This is coming up soon, hopefully. This is still to be continued, waiting on parts and tools. I've got another half a video sitting there on this. The Rocky, which I started working on at the beginning of the video, I got up to cutting out a template for all that rust that I cut out. So yeah, I've got to cut that out of some metal and throw that in / weld that into the car, and then do the rest of the interior, which I'll probably end up doing off camera. I'll just do that one big patch inside, and then maybe the floors, if the floors need a whole new pan or something interesting, I'll do the floors as well, maybe on camera. But the rest of the stuff's pretty small, somewhat small spots, so I'm not that interested in showing that on camera. But I might, we'll see. And I said earlier in the video that we were going to get a roof cage for the Terry. I got one. She's a bit rusty in places, so I'm probably going to clean this up, wire wheel it up, give it a bit of a splash of paint, and then we'll chuck it up on there. So just give you a rough idea what that's going to end up looking like. Now it's not a massive cage. I could have got a bigger cage maybe, but I just need it big enough basically to put the spare tyre in, because it's taken up pretty much all of the last two seats, and I need all 7 seats for this thing very shortly, as I've got family coming from overseas, so need a good people mover. But yeah, once that's cleaned up and looking decent, I think we'll be pretty good. So we've got lots of stuff going on, or lots of little things going on, and Dad's almost finished putting in these new lights. Getting there with these. Got all the wiring going back to the. So there's one light there to help with the working of a night time, and especially in the winter months, another light just there. All the wiring heading back into the. Well, not quite heading back into the shed just yet. But yeah, it's just got a little bit more to go with that. But the lights are wired up, aren't they?
Yep.
Cool.
They're all wired from the J-box out to the lights. I just got to go from there to the switch.
Yep. Oh, we're getting some sunlight. Anyways, from Dad and I, hope to see you again soon, and to be continued.
To be continued.